what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the More Marketplace. Got a really good show for you today. We do a lot of good content. We talk about the player leaderboards, maybe like the marketplace, talk about the Bulls and the Suns, like a lot of really good stuff for you guys. Thanks for coming in.
Well, the top side streets are a dangerous place, so you better tune in to a credible face like this one. Yeah, this one. And you know he's not alone, and they're coming in hot. We got a Lake so Stan and a guy who really likes baseball. I don't know why he likes baseball.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the morning show. We got a full-ass day of content coming at you. Lots of good stuff. We got some basketball talk today. We got some Top Shot announcements that happened yesterday. We got a lot. There's going to be a lot going on, and I'm excited to dive in. If you're new over here, make sure you like the stream. Actually, even if you're not new, like the stream. But if you're new and you're like, hey, bro, I can't comment right now, that's because you got to subscribe in order to get in the comments. So do me a favor and subscribe to Team Hole if you haven't done that yet. I want to really test the sex bots limits today. Like, are they capable of subscribing? And if they are, we'll ride. All right, who do we got here this morning? I see Devlar, Brent, J Blaze, Sneeps in the house. Also Naked XYZ. JJL said pulled Jahan Dotson error moment. There you go. Borland's here. We got Stubbs in the house. The Common Man, Ransom Reed, Bottom Line, To The House, Snoopaloop, DJ Locals up in here, Stachunk, Plicterman, Airplane Mode, The Rad Dad, Rowdy Rod, Mr. Hamburgers, Matty Harrison, Coach Stark Holmes, ready for that Sunstock, Daniel, Blaze, Fenny, Orion, Chico's here, We the People, Trickenferg, Chewy, JP in the house, Anthony Reagan, the Regulator, everyone is here. JP Sexbot developer confirmed. Maybe true. It's a great point. And Shiggins in the house. So do me a favor, Carlo. Oh, I'm just here to work, man. There we go. Mike, here for the work. All right, let's get into it. Where do you guys want to start? I think we're going to talk about basketball first because, more people are going to be trickling in. We'll save the Top Shot stuff for a little bit later. We'll just save it for a little bit later in the show. We're obviously going to cover it today. At noon today, just so the people know, at noon, we're going to be doing a little bit of a different show. We're still going to be talking about NFL all day and football. But Jeremy, who is the CEO of NFT Genius, is going to be coming on to talk a little bit about what's going on with the Gaia marketplace and just that kind of shit. And we'll get a feel for like the direction they're going and why does it matter to us? I think like that's a good question that I have. So that's going to be at noon, and then we'll talk about some all day stuff. We should have like the challenge announcements come out for around that time too. So that'll be good timing for all of that. But I wanted to talk with some of the basketball stuff going on. There was like two things that happened in the last, 24, 48 hours that I thought were, that would be a noteworthy conversation as we like head into the season. One, oh, there you go. Matt says qualified for my 3 guy reward packs. There you go. Yeah, yes, I know it was incredible. Yeah, let's start with the Phoenix Suns stuff, man. So the Phoenix, and people may disagree. So for those that don't know, also I highly recommend, not that this is a sponsored thing, but the Athletic was doing like kind of a running diary almost on their website of like live updates of stuff that was happening like throughout the media days, because it was kind of hard to, everybody's retweeting the same shit, so you're seeing like all the same stuff. So it's pretty nice to take a look at that, to like have it all in one place. So highly recommend that if you're not over in the Athletic streets, it's worth it. But they had this weird interaction yesterday, and I retweeted one of it. But they basically had asked Aiton, like, hey, how's everything now? The contract settled. You must be excited about that. Like, where are you looking? Like, what's been the conversation like with the team or with the coach? And basically, both Aiton and Monty Williams had confirmed that that they just hadn't spoken since the season ended. And the way Aiton said it, it was kind of like, I don't know. It's pretty matter of fact. Monty, when he talked about it, he added a little bit more. He's like, it was a hard 7-game series. It was, not exact. It didn't end how we wanted it to end. And yeah, I haven't talked to any of my players since then, which I think is fine. I do think though, because Coach Starkholmes too, who's plugged in the Phoenix world, was saying that Sarver, famously good guy, Robert Sarver, was a big DeAndre Ayton fan. So like and he drafted him. So like everybody had to be on board with DeAndre Ayton. And now that Sarver's gone, maybe Ayton's going to get a little bit more tough love than he normally would. And Monty Williams is going to be a little bit tougher on him. I get that. I think that's fine. I think I'm okay with coaches like holding people accountable, and especially if DA wasn't living up to, his responsibilities on the team. I think it's pretty nuts though, knowing that was like kind of a contentious situation, to just not address it until the media gets involved. Like, to me, that's nuts. That's just bad vibes. And maybe it's overreacting because we don't have anything else to react to right now except for Ime Udoka. But maybe it's just like us freaking out about it because it's the only thing we have to talk about. But I don't know. I feel like having that awkward, tough conversation between coach and player who just got paid is probably more beneficial to do that, before the media gets involved. It's not going to stop the media for asking those questions, but how much better of a situation are you in if that conversation is like, yeah, we talked about it, I got to work on some things, excited that the contract's behind me. I'm looking forward to moving forward with the Phoenix Suns and trying to get that chip. That seems like that's not getting talked about this morning. That's not going to be in blog posts. Like, if that's how that goes down, I thought that was like, and I like Monty Williams quite a bit. I think he's a really good coach, and he's like famously known as like a player's coach. I think he's a really good guy. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Yeah, exactly, Mike. A player who would have had to have his deal matched, right? Because he was a restricted free agent. You'd assume the org would try to embrace him. To me, like, even if you're still a little annoyed with him, or you're not like thrilled about the situation on both sides, I don't know. That feels like you address that before you get asked a bunch of questions, literally on media day. Like, that the whole day is designed to get asked questions by the media. It wasn't like, oh, we had practice and then this freak thing happened where somebody has a question. Like, it's actually called media day. Like, if one thing was going to happen that day, you were going to get asked questions by the media. And it's DeAndre Ayton was like the outside of Chris Paul maybe having COVID during the playoffs or losing by 800 in Game 7 of the finals. This is going to be the most talked about thing, right? So I was very confused by the approach of that. And I don't know. What did I say? I had the Suns. I think I had the Suns like 4th or 5th in the West, right? And that just kind of, again, this is wild overreaction to media day, but that just like hammered home the point of like, Suns vibes might be tough, especially with everybody else just getting healthier and getting better. It's just weird. Ayton got paid. Get over it, bro. Who are you talking about though? Are you talking about Ayton or are you talking about Monty Williams? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, why did they? Tandy, were you listening, or did you just like get here and put that in the chat? But why set that up to have like a shit conversation in the media? That's my point. I'm like, why? I think the response of being like, oh yeah, we haven't talked to each other, and both of them saying that too, I thought was wild. Bad vibes for the Suns. All right, confirmed. Tandy just got here. Hi, Tandy. Worst vibes, Celtics or Suns? Man, bad vibes all around, dude. It's just bad vibes. That's like comparing shit and poop. It's just both bad. I think there's a clip about this on Tandy's channel. Not today, Tanderoni. Yeah, the sun. Oh, look at Clothed HD being like, the sun is setting. But yeah, whatever. I mean, they start playing games and like maybe the vibes are fine. You get a couple of W's. Ayton has a good game, and then it's fine. I mean, it's like anything, right? It's like if Top Shot released the Series 4 roadmap and then a couple of games started and they were like, oh yeah, look, I think we'd be here. We'd be fine with it. We'd be fine. Oh, you just got to collect a couple of W's and move on. But I don't know. It's tough start. The other NBA related thing that I thought was a bummer. I don't know if you guys saw the report from Lonzo. Lonzo sounds like Lonzo. I think the scariest part about all of it is that his knee, the doctors don't even know what's going on, and so he's said he's still having pain, like walking up and down stairs. So that's a bummer. I think that's a bummer for Bulls fans and for Lonzo. And it's a little scary. I feel like no one has run as bad as Lonzo has in his quick NBA career, right? He got this weird start with the Lakers, then he gets traded to the Pelicans and actually is doing some good stuff, was shooting really well from three. Pelicans decide, hey, you know what'd be better than Lonzo? Devontae Graham. Lonzo goes over to Chicago and is playing incredible basketball. He's playing really good defense. He's still shooting incredible from three. The Bulls are in first place, and then again another freak. Fernandez is saying what is the injury? I don't know, man. They don't even know. It's a knee related thing. But I mean, I don't think there was a thought in the world 2 months ago that he wasn't going to be ready for training camp, let alone the beginning of the season. And now it sounds like he might not play again. And I hope that's not the case. I really do. I always rooted for Lonzo. I always did root for Lonzo. I thought he got a kind of a raw deal. And I think he's good, man. I think he's like a guy. I'd want him. I think if you're a playoff team, that's the type of guard you want, right? He plays great defense. He's a great passer and distributor and can shoot the three. Regulator said they replaced Lonzo with CJ McCollum. Regulator, no, they didn't. They replaced Lonzo with Devontae Graham and then made a trade at the trade deadline for CJ McCollum. So that's like saying, I can't think of a good example, but that's like saying someone from 2012 and then a free agent comes in 2015. You're like, well, that's actually who they replaced him with. Lonzo fits on any team. Floor spacing, ball mover, defense, good size. Yeah, I hope it works out. I know. And D Rose, who I know is a Bulls fan, says, and if he can come back in March, it's a plus. I mean, I hope so. I hope so. I hope that's regulator. Do you remember the conversation around Lonzo? They chose not to re-sign Lonzo. They chose not to keep him. They chose not to keep him. It's not like that. I don't think the CJ deal was intended for that. They made a playoff push. That's why they decided to get CJ. Man, I can't stress enough how awesome this Amber coffee mug is. I really can't. They really should. They don't even need to sponsor me because I'm going to talk about it every day anyways. Right. It was a mistake, so they just adjust it. Yeah. Okay, right. Those are two different things, though. Those are two different things. One is intentional, right? One, they did it on purpose. The other one, they didn't. And then they were trying to figure it out. All right, D-Rose, a little bit more on Chicago. It's interesting to me that everyone is expecting a huge push from Iowa, but completely ignored that Kobe White is younger, more experienced, and better. Daniel, I don't know. I wouldn't say. I think Kobe White's ceiling is pretty cemented right now. I don't see Kobe White making another leap. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like Io has just more of a leap in him. I mean, even the Chicago Bulls organization doesn't seem to be thrilled about Kobe White. They don't really go out there. Yeah, Tandy says it's $129. Yeah, Tandy, recommend throwing it on a wedding registry. Just make one up. I did not pay for this. But it's a beautiful thing, and it's just hot all the time. I meant to put a Team Hold sticker on this morning. I forgot. I don't know. Yeah, Kobe's only 23 though. Shout out Jimmy Eat World. How about that reference? Did you see that coming this morning? Those are the two big storylines from the NBA. I'm nervous about the vibes in the Suns. And then the Lonzo thing just bummed me out. I really do like Lonzo. That just bummed me out. But other than that, it's been kind of quiet the last couple of days. There was a story out of Brooklyn that that they basically were like, Kyrie will give you a 4-year, $100 million 4-year extension if you get vaccinated, which is actually I'm pro getting vaccinated, but that feels like a wild ultimatum in contract talks. But listen, I feel like he left a lot of money on the table. I left a lot of money on the table. Kyrie left a lot of money on the table, but that was kind of an interesting story coming out. The Nets, man, we've talked about this already, but the Nets floor ceiling is wild. If you told me they won 25 games, KD requested, we the people chill. That was the conversation around Kyrie yesterday in the news. It was in the news, the basketball news. But yeah, the floor ceiling on that team is wild. If you told me KD in November is like, get me out, I believe it. Nick Friedel was on the Low Post this week, and they were talking a little bit about what they think is going to happen with the Nets. I thought that was a good listen. We are at the point of the season where there was a Twitter post or an Instagram post of Ben Simmons shooting 2 different threes. And people lost their goddamn mind about it. He went 1 for 2 from 3. And people were like, he's back, baby. Ben Simmons is back. Yeah, I did listen to the Ben Simmons JJ podcast. It went back and forth. Like some, you guys already know about the Old Man in the 3 pod with JJ Redick. Some of it I thought was like pretty insightful, and it was like, man, this is still just like a young dude going through it. And I think he had, he's clearly had some family stuff in his upbringing that wasn't the best. So like puts a lot of things in perspective. There was also, I think him breaking down. I thought JJ did a pretty good job of like pushing back on some stuff, but him breaking down that play with the Nets. And I think he just feels like he gets too much of the shade. And I think both can be true, right? I think he can probably get too much, but also deserves quite a bit of it. But I thought that was a pretty good listen. I thought it was insightful. Yeah, listen, I'm at the point now where I just want Ben Simmons to play basketball. I'd like for him not to suck, I think he's good. But if he, again, if you're the third best guy, if Ben Simmons is your third best guy on the team, I don't know. That's pretty good. You get Joe Harris coming back, young Nick Claxton. Maybe you get anything out of Cam Thomas. You still got Patty Mills, Patty Mills. I don't know. I feel like the Nets ceiling's all over the place. Damn y'all, diehard Nets fans. So there's at least one. There you go, Jay Blaze. I'm rooting for you. No, I want the Nets to be good. I just want the East to be good. I feel like this season has the potential to have one of the most competitive, conference finals we've seen in a long time, right? If you told Milwaukee, Philly, Boston, Brooklyn, Miami, Toronto, Cleveland, all of those teams, I feel like could have real shots at, Toronto. No one talks about Toronto. Toronto basically is bringing the whole squad back. And none of those guys played together last year. They just were never healthy. And if they do stay healthy, I don't know. I think they could. They're not going to go to the Eastern Conference Finals, but I don't think anyone's going to be fun to play them. Oh man. What other stuff do we have? John W says, "Have fun being competitive." Go Pacers, baby. Go Pacers. The 9-win Pacers still sitting on Buddy Hield in Miles Turner. Speaking of which, actually, we can talk about the Lakers for just 1 second. They came out and Pelinka basically confirmed this week, and I think we already knew this, that those 2 first-round picks are on the table if the right deal is there. So I'll be interested to see what the Lakers do, how they maneuver. I mean, I feel like the Lakers too. I don't think they still have the same ceiling that what I was just talking about with the Nets. But if they get off to a fun start, 12-4 out the gate, I don't know. Maybe they do make a move, but they also, if they go 6-6 or something, I could just see, I could see it now. I can see the imploding now. Lakers really need to make a move on Crowder. Yeah, Jay Crowder, again, I guess the Suns were like, hey, Jay, we're not interested in you. My guess, though, the Jay Crowder thing looked like it was a little bit crazier than it was. I think they're just going to start Cam Johnson, right? I think that's fine. I think Cam Johnson's fine. I think that that makes sense. I'd rather play Cam Johnson than Jay Crowder too. They also have Dario Saric coming back as well. People don't like to talk about Dario Saric, but yeah, there we go. Why haven't we talked about Dwayne Bacon? Yeah, where Bacon at? Where'd that Bacon know? Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with Russ. I really don't. I don't imagine he stays though. I just don't see a world where this works out. Noam says Cam is fine, but then you have a thin bench. Yeah, I imagine they're gonna do. I imagine they're gonna pick up a couple of other free agents. But so what's their bench right now? I mean, this is what I talked about, right? Their bench is with Crowder gone and Cam Johnson starting. You got Cam Payne still sick. Dario Saric, who I do think is gonna be good. Who else am I missing at this point? Oh, Torrey Craig. I think they probably think Torrey Craig can do a lot of what Jay Crowder was doing. Maybe the poor man's Jay. I don't know. Fernandez says Russ had the best quote in media day. What was that, Eric? I don't think I saw that. Yeah, that Jalen Smith deal too, looking a little weird at this point. Jalen Smith was one of the guys we talked about maybe taking a big jump this year for Indiana, mainly just because he's going to get the playing time, which I think is good. Jay's a poor man's PJ. Hell yeah, Ransom Reed. Let's go play the drop, baby. We haven't done a drop yet. Come on. We got to play the drop. Just freaking play the drop, dude. Where is it? We got to play the drop. Where is it? We got to play the drop. Where's the drop? I haven't played drop.
PJ Washington. PJ Washington. PJ Washington.
Ransom Reed, in this house, there's only one PJ, okay? There's only one PJ in this house. All right, we can swing back to the hoop stuff in a little bit. If you guys have more basketball takes you want to get into. I wanted to cover just some of the Top Shot related stuff that came out yesterday. So the player leaderboards finally came out. I think I still have that blog up. So we'll start with that. Yeah, PJ Dozier in shambles right now. Poor PJ Dozier. My boy just keeps getting hurt. But yeah, we can look at the player leaderboards. Curious how your takes are on this and how this moves the needle for you. So a couple of things, having a favorite player. Man, I'm going to try to skip to as of today, every single NBA player with a moment on Top Shot has a dedicated player leaderboard live now. By locking any NBA player's moments, you can compete against other collectors and fans for bragging rights, and the moments you lock will also count towards your ranking in each player's team leaderboard. By collecting moments from the NBA players who win key seasonal awards and locking those moments to player leaderboards, you'll unlock access to exclusive new player leaderboard rewards. What happens on the court will determine what happens in the NBA Top Shot seat, blah, blah, blah. You can start today. Exact min counts and snapshot thresholds will be shared before the end of the year. Here you go. NBA MVP will earn a moment. Rookie of the Year will earn a moment. Defensive Player of the Year. 15 all NBA first, second, and third team members. 5 all rookie teams. 5 all defensive teams. Okay, so there we go. I want to hear just takes on this before I get into it. Anybody where we're going, we don't need roads. I get 69 tacos. Come see me. Anybody did like this move the needle for anybody? I wanted like just instant reactions when this was announced. How did we feel? Because overall, I think the idea of player leaderboards is pretty fun. Noam says, I love the leaderboard. The issue is always to make it count. We need more info about the reward. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Man, doesn't interest me, but hopefully people lock to help my flash challenge bags. Yep. My bags. Alexo loves it. Great that basketball matters more. Yeah. I like that too. I like that it's good that it's like rewarding good basketball players. So like congrats on locking 14,000 Daniel Tice's, but that should get shit. Cool rewards, fun concept. Nothing moves the leaderboard until they burn half the platform. There you go. Cool feature. Not for me. They're fine. Doesn't really concern me. Okay. All right. We got some takes in there. Finally, some utility for Cam Branch. So I got to pick a Celtics player and a gun player to just go. Who's a gun? Suns? Is that Suns? There you go. Michigan Kevin dominating the Siku. Yeah, there we go. You know what? So I had a couple of takes that I don't think are scorching hot. I think in the future, before they release something that encourages and incentivizes buying, you should know what the rewards are. I think we are at the point now where like before you tell me to go buy stuff, you should tell me why I'm buying stuff. Maybe that's too much. Maybe I'm taking some of the fun and excitement and surprise out of it. But I think maybe it's helpful to know, like, before you tell me to spend more money, just like tell me why. I think that's kind of where I'm at with a lot of that. I think especially with where we're at right now, like, hey, listen, maybe if everything was cooking, it was W's left and right, everybody felt good with where we were going, then maybe, you know what, fuck it, do whatever you want. But I do think it is helpful right now in this economy that we should probably have, before you tell me to go buy more stuff in the marketplace. And I guess their response would be like, we're actually not telling you to buy anything. This is not financial advice. This is the future of fandom, baby. You can go out there and do whatever you want. If you want to buy those moments and chase those things, go buy those moments and chase those things. But I think I'm at the point now. You gotta be out there telling people where we're going before you can tell me to buy some more stuff. The other thing I will say, and maybe this isn't fair. I'm gonna preface this by maybe this isn't fair. I think with all of the scarcity that we talk about, right? The reward is more of the moment. So, like, we already are like, oh man, you know what's sick? The rookies get a Top Shot debut, maybe a rare moment, maybe one legendary moment, but now we're like giving them another one. So, like, the answer to this, right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 15. That's 18 moments right there. Now we're up to 23, 28. That's 28 more moments just like coming right in. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong with that. I thought a fun take that I had last night was like, all right, you know what you do instead? The reward should be all of the moments from the current series. Or I don't know if it's the current series. I haven't really thought this out yet. But the reward should be, if you didn't lock that player and he makes it into whatever the rewards are, right? So he gets one of these rewards. Say he gets, say it's you own a bunch of Embiids. You didn't lock, and we'll only do it for commons. You didn't lock the Embiid. It gets burned. All of them get burned if you don't lock them. Then do that. Like, instead of putting more moments out there, just burn that shit. Better than a 40K rookie. If the mint counts are low, it might be okay. You know what then? Before you encourage everyone to go lock those moments to get them on the leaderboard, let's give us a roadmap. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop trying to put out all this stuff to have everybody make these moves. Spend $999. Go collect all of these moments and lock them. Do the leaderboards. And then we still don't have an idea of what the min counts and all of that stuff's going to look like, because you're absolutely right, Ransom Reed. You're absolutely right. Maybe if they're like, hey, the commons are actually going to be out of 3,000 this year, the debuts are going to be out of 1,500, right? Which we know is not going to happen because they're going to have to go make money and all that shit. But, like, why just get the information out? You just saw the back of the tongue on that. I don't know. I also know, like, my idea of them just burning everything that they don't lock is not something that's feasible. But, like, I don't know. A Giannis MVP. Yeah. And you know what? This does feel like an answer to their MVP moments, right? They're like series 1 where there's like 47 Giannis's. And now you're like, all right, well, now if by owning those, you're going to get a reward. You're going to get another Giannis. Yeah. Travel. Yes. According to Janie, I know we saw that in, yes, of course. Coach Hamburger says long-term, this could be huge, especially for debut moments if people lock a lot of stuff up. But I'm with you. I need more info. Yeah, that my problem is not the leaderboard. I think the leaderboards are cool. I think there's a really cool way to do this, and I'm excited that it's coming to the platform. I think there's I think it could be a really good thing. I think it's irresponsible. I think it's irresponsible to keep rolling stuff out without letting us know a little bit more information. And the information could come out and we could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. Important note about the roadmap says, no, personally, I don't care if the new mints are 10K or 20K. I care if they plan to burn 1 million moments or 15 million. Yeah. Yeah, again, all that stuff is important. All that stuff is important. I know they've been a little finicky with like their response to net neutral and stuff like that, but I don't know. Is locking the answer for oversupply? No, it's burning. It's making sure that burning is there. Um, because what happens when those moments are unlocked? You know what I'm saying? It's not like you lock them forever. I don't know. I don't know. Listen. I'm excited to get more information. I do because this isn't FUD for clicks, okay? But I think that's like a legitimate question. They and people over there might think that is not a legitimate question, that I'm not being fair. But I think they're wrong. I think that's pretty fair. I think that's pretty fair to ask that. I don't know. Anything else about that? Anything else about the locker room? I wanted to share one other thing about it. Team FUD for clicks. I love the idea. Do you like the idea that I need to FUD for clicks, dude? I read sex bot chats. You think I need to FUD for clicks? We break down emojis up in here. FUDing for clicks. Get the hell out of here. Oh my gosh. 100%. I have a clip. No. Gnome says net neutral feels ridiculous, to be honest. It's crazy that it's net neutral and not net negative. What's crazy? I just don't think they understand. I don't know if they understood what they were saying when they said it. And I think we're clear on that based on how they've responded since then. You know what I'm saying? Josh says, last thing about the locker room, curious how this will affect the price of retired players. That's a good point too, Josh. That's a good point. Yeah, likes kind of low. Let's get those likes up, baby. Oh, you mean leaderboard? I'm sorry. Last question about the leaderboard. Yeah, that's a good point. Breakfast cereals. We don't need to talk about what moms are good buys during this dip because you post them daily in the Discord, so everyone knows to go buy 12Ks, right? Listen, man. I've already said this. I'm not like reviewing what are good buys until I have a better understanding of where they're going. I find that that's irresponsible as a content creator to do that. Also, we don't do financial advice up in here, baby. So I'm not out here buying until I get more information. But we did a whole show on players that I think are going to pop this year. We did a whole show on that. We talked about the NBA itself and where it's going. But I'm not going to say what are good buys right now because that's a personal opinion. And like a lot of people are banking that off of, like, I know you're stacking a bunch of 12Ks right now, right? Like a bunch of, and like that's with hopes that it hits a flash challenge, I think. Because a lot of those 12Ks aren't really, I mean, like they're like fine basketball players, but I don't know. Should we walk through the first 2 third team players to see who could be a sneaky lock? Yeah, you guys want to see who won all NBA last year? Let's do that. We can do that. All NBA teams 2022. All right, here we go. The 15 superstars. Here we go. Let's take a look. Wow, look at the ads on Rookie Wire. Wow. All right, here we go. This sucks. We can't do this. Website sucks. We can't do that. Let's see. Can we just do it here? I don't want to do this website. Why? Come on, guys. All right, here we go. So we had Booker. Wait, where is it? We had Giannis, Luka, Jokic, Booker, and Tatum for all NBA first team. The second team, we had Embiid. Who else? Sorry, I just clicked another thing. God. We had Embiid, Ja, KD, Steph, DeRozan. And then the all-NBA third team, we had Towns, LeBron, Chris Paul, Trey, and Siakam. So there we go. That's what it's the good basketball players, right? The first and second all-NBA teams aren't going to be surprising ever, right? It's like your top 10. You're looking at the top 15 guys. You're looking at the top 15 guys. That's what we're looking at. If you buy and lock more moments, the rewards will make you whole again. All right, Chris, there we go. I thought it was interesting that they involved the new archives as a burn for the web moments, since it should have raised the floor in the new ones and created a seesaw between the two mints. Yeah, but it didn't though, right? It didn't. We can actually take a look at that right now. Let's go over to the marketplace. Actually, before we do over to the marketplace, I want to share one more thing. Nest Analytics had a good tweet yesterday. If you guys aren't following Nest Analytics, they like post some good stuff. So this is a 7-day running average of unique buyers per day, 100 days before the season starts. So you can see July. This is the month of July, August, September, and then to where we are right now. The blue dots are 2021. Right? The blue dots are 2021. And then the orangey dots are 2022. And the reason I'm sharing this, I think a lot of the dialogue so far around things being down is it's because of, it's because it's the off season, which I do think there is some truth to that. But this is showing you what was happening. I think to be fair, at this point last year, I don't think people were wiling out in the NFL all day streets. So I think that needs to be taken into consideration. I also think like the macro environment of the market, and I don't mean just in Dapper, just in NFTs, but just like kind of globally, I think is in a different place than it was last year, right? So yeah, also flunks. So I think this is, that's something to keep in mind, right? That's something to keep in mind. But I thought this was interesting just as everyone is like, I mean, that number is pretty low, and we're not seeing any sort of spikes. It's just kind of a consistent dropping down. Yeah, I agree. I think the NFL plays a lot into it, but I thought that was worth pointing out. I really like what Nest Analytics does at the same. Well, I like the stuff that they put out there. I thought that was helpful. JJL says excited for Momentum Labs to get the player leaderboards up so I can easily see who I'm high on. And yeah, me too. But anyways, that was something to take a look at. I thought that was useful. Let's go over to here because I wanted to go back to what Sean was saying about the about the archive moments. Shepard says was all. I think all. No, I don't think so. I think right because all day opened up in like March or something like that, or not March. Awesome. It was like towards the end of the season, right? So this is the first like full season that they've had. All right, here we go. Let's try this again. Let's go over the marketplace. We'll look at the archives first and then work our way around. Is it not considered archive? All right, let's do archive. They aren't considered run it back? No. All right, here we go. High to low. What are we looking at here? So $5. So yeah, the floor has come down since the challenge announcement came out. Top Shot Tesla says, yeah, great episode of Poppin' Packs on No Dunks yesterday. Yeah, they did the run it back. It was really good. Really good. Jason T says, where is all this type of detail for all day? Top Shots gets scrutinized, but we don't have the same level of insight for all day for some reason. Jason, we do 4 NFL all day shows a week. So you should tune in Monday, Wednesday. This week it's on Thursday. We also do a Sunday morning as well, where we break down everything that's going on in NFL all day, like criticizing some of the moments that were in the drop and the price. So we do have the same scrutiny on it. I'd also say, Jason, that we have more data for NBA Top Shot than we do NFL all day. So I think that's probably it. But I'm sorry if this Top Shot deep dive has hurt your feelings. Let's go back over here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Most of the floor is 5 on these. So it's come down a little bit with the challenge announcement. Actually, let's go over to OTM 2 and look at where the challenges are right now. So for the active ones, we've got the Spud Web, which costs $10 to, or it would cost me, it costs $21 to complete it. We've had 3,200 that are still eligible with just under 3,000 completed. The Dennis Rodman, it's going to be, I don't know. This looks like there's 26 still eligible. Only 194 have completed it so far. And that costs $633. I want to see something. Can we see? I didn't know if they were going to put the Larry Bird one in there. They didn't. So yeah, there you go. That's, dude, you're talking about third-party analysis. You go to Momentum Labs. Momentum Labs has it. Also, we're on all day as well. So, I mean, we're on Own the Moment. Own the Moment has some stuff as well. So, I don't know. We have a lot of stuff. Jason says, yeah, right. Jeez, just got railroaded. It's okay, Jason. What third party stuff are you talking about? So we do have are you familiar with Own the Moment and Momentum Labs, both sponsors of all things Team Hold. So would recommend checking both of those out. I don't know if you haven't heard of those. There you go. Dan Solo says sleeping on Rainmakers. I don't think I am, Dan. I don't think I am sleeping on it. But maybe I am. Maybe I am. Let's go back over here. So let's look at the rare running backs now. See how those are sitting. I think you're gonna be getting a pretty decent price on these on this Larry Bird, huh? So you're looking for the Nest Analytics buyers over time. I don't think we don't have a full year. We don't have a full year on that yet. Man, the sun. We got to get more leaves on that tree, baby. Yeah, we don't. It hasn't been a year yet. Dick Chuck, just off hurricane call, so a little late. If you're in Florida, be safe, team. Yeah, dude, seriously. Florida seems a little nutty right now, more so than usual. So you got to be careful, please. No, I looked at the All-NBA players. We read them out. The All-NBA players are good basketball players. Pick the top 15. Unless you're trying to figure out like the next 10 that like have a chance at getting in it, but it's going to be the same. It's going to be the same people, you know? Like Pascal Siakam might not be in it this year. DeMar DeRozan might not be in it this year. Jaylen Brown might. Like I don't know. Pick good basketball players. This sun is brutal. All right, here we go. We got Magic Johnson at 284. So Magic's come down a little bit, and that's because people were like, oh shit, we don't have to get the expensive ones. You see Robert Parrish is up to 148. Clyde Drexler up to 175 because I think Robert Parrish ends up kind of being the bottleneck. Let me actually go. I want to see which ones are being included in the Top Shot Challenge right now, just so I have that active. So the Rodman, right? The Rodman, the cheapest way to do it. Here you go. Bill Laimbeer, Dantley, Ron Harper, Brad Daugherty, Fat Leave, Sleepy Floyd, Mark Price, Dale Ellis, Carmelo, and Alex English. So anybody that's not those are popping a little bit more. And even though I think because of that, like Magic, you're like, oh, I'm just not going to buy the Magic one. I'm just not going to buy the Magic one. Oh, look at Shiggins. Shiggins, you big shade guy or a blind guy? Yeah, guys, listen, I like having all the natural light come in here, and this is the first week. This is the first week where that's happened, all right? So it'll be taken care of next week, bitches. All right, here we go. Manute Bowl. Yeah, so you're seeing, I feel like you're going to be able to get this for like $750, right? Are people going to be getting this for like $750 right now? Oh my God. Breakfast cereals, dude, chill out, man. Unbelievable. The dude DMs me during the stream feeling butthurt about, oh my God, I can't. I feel like we're just going to shut the stream down for today, guys. We're not, if we can't have fun, like seriously, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? Breakfast cereals, dude. You just leave the Discord then, man. If your feelings were hurt because I was making fun of that, like, what do you want? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Oh, God. I don't know why I do this. Let's see. Let's go. Let's just go lock all of our moments, and then I'll come back next year. We'll see how we're doing. Chris learning there's a Discord. That's fun. That's fun. Chris, you want to join the Discord? Let's do it. We'll copy it. We'll throw it in there. You can join the Discord. You can join the Discord. Unreal, dude. Unreal. Let's, like, breakfast cereals, bro. He said, listen, I love sharing DMs, dude. If you know anything about me, we share DMs. He said, I will stop sharing my research. Your call out was eye-opening. Thanks. What are we doing? What are we doing, breakfast cereals? Sean, can you imagine? I agree with this, right? I wouldn't put it past Top Shot to slightly modify the requirements for the Bird moment to include Magic because of the rivalry, or also include Sean, if they do that, I want you to know if they do that, they're gonna light everything on fire. Oh, Raptor. Raptor News with an incredible inside joke. Oh, man. Incredible inside joke. Oh, what's up, Merkamice? Thank you for that, man. Very kind. Very kind. We're gonna go. We'll go hoodies and carrying for the next 15 minutes. Also, can I just say, guys, I'm live right now. Why would you DM me that? Why would you DM me while I'm live? Unreal. God, fucking hand holding. Yeah, I can't imagine if they include anything that's not those running backs because they're like it's Larry Bird. I'm telling you right now, people are gonna set fire to the rain. Set fire to the rain. Adele shout outs. I don't know. What else you guys want to talk about? I'm now pissed off that I'm staying for the next 15 minutes. I'm not going anywhere. All right. I'm not gonna, dude. Top shot, that's my man. Dude, this is good. More Raptors talk. Dude, let's get the Raptors in the top 4 this year, right? Celtics probably gonna implode, even though Windhorse was on the Bill Simmons podcast being like, dude, it's gonna be fine. Celtics gonna be fine. Celtics implode. Nets implode. Top 4 are Milwaukee, Philly, Miami, Toronto. Let's do it. Home court advantage. They play Cleveland in the first round. It goes 7. Siakam averages 50. How about that? Oh, now my Wi-Fi's down? Fucking awesome, dude. Awesome. I swear to God, I'm going to throw this computer into the street. Preseason finals predictions. For the, I know what you mean. I think you're saying like who's going to the finals, but I like the idea of you saying like who's going to win the preseason. Yeah, we can talk about preseason finals. It's going to be the Bucks. The Bucks are going to sweep the Warriors in the finals 4-0. How about that? Can we talk about boards to buckets? I think they're doing really good work. It's good to see that there's 3 Top Shot content creators left. Celtics winning 70 games. No. Talk about skinny Zion. Listen, you know what? I know we're all jacked up about Zion being in shape. Zion, you had one job, dude. One job is to be in shape as a professional athlete. All right. So yes, I'm excited to see Zion this year, but like also I'm not going to give you credit for doing the one thing you're required to do. Jimmy, talk about Jimmy. Jimmy looks like he could be in House of Dragons. He looks like he could be in House of Dragons. That's the Jimmy vibes I got right now. Dude, shout out Jordan. JJL, dude. I'm getting Aussie money. I'll get an NFT Panini with this $7.99 from JJL Smith. No, I know. Pelicans are posted. Yeah, dude, Zion being in shape is like Ben Simmons shooting a basketball. Like, congratulations, dude. That's like your job. Truckload of flow. Guys, listen. They're treating the truckload like they are the Top Shot convention. 1, 2, 3, never happened. It's not coming. What else? This is I'm just gonna there's gonna be no filter for 12 more minutes. So you just fire anything in. I'm gonna Ron Burgundy this shit and we're gonna stream it. Dapper DM me, the flow is coming. Wow, your DMs are nicer than mine. Mine were like, hey, you can't do anything with Top Shot anymore. Matt Damon, I'm pro Matt Damon, Borland. Pro Matt Damon. Pat Bev is going to be interesting this year. Him and LeBron seem like they're having fun. How much for a cameo video to say something truthful, to say some truthful things about PPE? I feel like I've only said truthful things about PPE. You don't have to pay me for that. Burn moments for NBA merch. All right. Yeah, let's do it. Is Jane no, Jane's not leaving Top Shot. Although, dude, can we talk about something for 1 second? This has nothing to do with Janie. My favorite thing about they were at I forgot to talk about this on Monday. You know how like the viral marketing campaign done by the movie Smile that was like in the baseball thing. My favorite thing that happened was a couple of people, this isn't Janie, but like a couple of people quote tweeting and be like, can you imagine the viral marketing possibilities? Because our general manager was next to a marketing campaign. I'm like, how do those things connect? No one remembers that. Like, how do those things connect? I thought that was the funniest thing. They're like, dude, everything's going to change now because our general manager happened to be sitting next to somebody at a movie. And they're like, I guess Top Shot to the moon. I guess Top Shot to the moon. Dude, that movie's not even going to make that much money. You know what's marketing? What the NFL did yesterday when they like explained what an NFT, what you were getting in the NFT drop on that Twitter thread that we shared yesterday. It's not being next to a movie. JJL says got 150 flow dropped in. Still can't buy moments on the Top Shot platform. It'll sit in my account. There you go. There you go. What else we got? I heard it was a buttload, no, truckload of float, buttload. This would be a great time to pull up the association. Dude, hell yeah, Snoopaloop. We might go a second hour right now. I feel like I'm getting my sea legs underneath me. Let's see. What's the NBA association doing? I hope the NBA comes out with more officially licensed NFTs, right? Top Shot, so rare, NBA NFT. Let's do some other stuff too. Let's get them hooked up with Smiles. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting it's called the association too. Do you guys remember that time where they just doubled the supply? 30K of these, although 30K very rare in the Top Shot world of things. All right, here we go. 0.01. All right, so there's a good buying opportunity right there. Good buying opportunity. There you go. Kira Lewis Jr., Torrey Craig, D'Anthony Melton. Dude, let's get in on that. What's the utility on this stuff? Is this stuff mooning or what? Good call, Snoopaloop. That made me feel a little bit better. What else we got? Pays to be a VIP, I guess. There you go. 1 hour. No, we can't do 1 hour. We can't do 1 hour. Dude, Brent Elias, let's go, dude. Let's go. Pump my bags. There we go. Yeah. How many of you guys are still holding on to an NBA Association NFT? Yeah. Do they have a leaderboard? See, these are the questions we need to get into. NBA Association, dude, when leaderboard? When can I lock my NFTs to then get more NFTs of the NFTs that aren't worth that much? Let me lock that stuff. Move up the leaderboard. Yeah, let's shout out the font too on that one more time, right? This was like, we've already made this joke, but it's like when you're trying to make a big sign that says happy birthday and you start it out with like the H was fucking enormous and then you have to like get the rest of the letters in nice and tight. That's exactly what this is right here. Was today Coke Day? Damn crazy. No Coke Day. I don't do Coke, dude. I'm straight edge, bro. What else? That Russell Wilson Subway ad was written in this font. Oh my God, the Russell Wilson stuff is... Dude, no one more cringe than Russell Wilson right now. No one more cringe than Russell Wilson. Happy birthday. Now, there you go, Thomas. There you go. Looks like NBA for stoners. That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Yeah, there's a lot going on there, dude. And that's the thing. That's what makes us so unique, dude. Let's zoom in. What is so unique about this, dude? Like, it's the backgrounds for me, bro. Like, look at this. Look, like some are hardcore. And where's Dwight Powell here, though, dude? Is Dwight Powell like locked in a box? Like, what's going on? Is he all right? And then, oh, dude, Torrey Craig on an acid trip back there. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else. That's it. Those are the three options. So, oh yeah, those are the three options. But pretty tight though. Pretty tight. Pretty good shit. Oh my God. Unbelievable. All right. What else you guys got for me? What else you got? Russell Wilson cosplays as a quarterback. Yeah, he's so bad. If I ever got one of those NFTs as a physical card, I would think it was an invitation for a 6-year-old birthday party. Bang. There it is, Sean. That's good. That's good. Oh man. I can't believe that was the best flip of my life. That was the best flip of my life. I couldn't flip it fast enough. Couldn't. And I was like out on it while I was flipping it too. I was like, guys, list these immediately. I don't know what you psychos are doing. How are the drinks with Raptor and G done? It was good. I've seen Raptor 2 days in a row. He came to trivia last night. Saw Raptor last night as well. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. Him and his team made everybody laugh. They did a really good thing there. Who's texting me right now? We save and review of the NFL All Day Pack. Yeah, we'll do that at noon. No crossing streams. Absolutely no crossing streams. Rate that sip as good as the initial sip for the cup. Yeah, dude, this coffee's still fucking hot. The only thing I'm bummed out about is I need more. But it's so far away. Yeah, I can't wait for the NFL Association. Russ can't even cook in a microwave. There you go, we the people. I like that. All right, that's it. If you guys don't have anything else, like I'm gonna keep going. This is up to you guys now. You control the show. Have you tried other beverages in the Ember? No, dude. That's it. Mint count guess on the bird. All right, let's go. Mint count is, I'm gonna say I'm going to say it's 300. I'm going to say it's 300, and it might even get a little bit higher because here's the thing. I think everybody already bought those, and as long as they don't do what Sean said, like be like, hey, by the way, you need a legendary for this, I think we'll see the floor come down because I think everything's already has risen up because everyone already knows what the bird challenge is going to be. So I think it comes down. I can see it could be even a little bit more than that. Can we talk about the 12K? Yeah, fuck it, dude. Let's go. Let's look at the 12K. What do we got in here? Let's look at the best buys on NBA Top Shot right now. We're gonna filter this by comments. We're gonna filter it by Chop Shot debuts, and then let's zoom out a little bit. And then let's what can I do? How else can I do this? Price low? No, not game start date, position, play type. I don't care about that. Whatever. We're just gonna go. I already hate this. Let's look at some of the lowest ones. Oh, I knew the WNBA was gonna be included in this. Damn it. Can I not filter out the WNBA? Seriously? Oh, league. There it is. My bad. NBA. All right, here we go. Let's look at some of these buys, baby. Daquan Jeffries, dude. Daquan Jeffries out of 12K is only $3. How about Tremont Waters, Solomon Hill, Frank Jackson? Kenyon Martin archive down to $3. Let's see what else we got. Mike James, Luke Ridnow, Isaac Bonga. There we go. Boris Diaw. These are out of 20K though. Oh, Semi Ojale, dude. Get Semi up involved. All right, let's do something. I don't want to do this. Edmund Summer, $3. Doug McDermott, Dougie McBuckets, Lance Stevenson, Robert Horry. There we go. Paul said, did you already talk about did you already talk about the player leaderboards? Yeah, I did, Paul. Probably at like the 30-minute mark, I would think. Talk about the team captains page added to the community tab on Top Shot. You can see your TSD Garden page. I didn't talk about that. That's nice that they added that. I like more love to the captains. More love to the captains. WPT update, Stan, I just withdrew some theta today. I sold a bunch of my WPT moments for fucking dirt. But I was like, I need to stop checking this. The 12K taco. There you go, taco. By the way, wasn't Sumner the name of the girl that Maroon 5 Chipotle bag? Dude, the Chipotle bag joke is really funny. That was really nice. Also, I learned what the Try Guys were. I do a Red Bull once in a while. It's got to be worse for your heart in the long run. Go to like a real cafe and try specialty coffee. That's like no. This is I love coffee, man. I love coffee. I'm a big coffee guy. We get good stuff. I can't do Red Bull. Last time I had a Red Bull, this was probably like 10 years ago. I was like at a casino with some friends, and I was drinking, and I felt like a psychopath for like days. Oh man, the global search they added to Top Shot is great too. Yeah, they did a lot of good. Shout out the builders. I don't know what to call them. The dev team for. It seems like it's a little bit more user friendly here in the Top Shot streets. We do like that. They get the global search. Let's just look at the homepage. Look at this. You get the blog right up in there in a nice, pretty way. You can filter through. I like that. We got the Dennis Rodman challenge. You get the live feed, latest Celtics listings, because that's my favorite team. Look at the Flow blockchain, proudly built on Flow. It does look nice. They're doing a much better job. It looks nice. God damn it, JP. Oh my God. Everybody needs to feel special. Their feelings get hurt and they cry to me. No lie, UFC Strike made it trickier to list things for sale. I think I will say like that is a little bit trickier, but UFC Strike has done a really good job of burning just like the hell out of everything, which I think was great. JJL says, you grabbing any locker packs? I don't know. I'm not going to trade in any more tickets. But I think I have some, so I'm sure I'll burn through those and go after it. I think that's coming Friday. What do we got? JP, one day I'm going to do a team hold review show, and we're all just going to time code and send videos to Mike all day. Unreal. You buying the tapped out packs? No, I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to buy. Guys, I don't think I'm buying anything right now. I'm just going to chill. I'm just going to have a good time pissing people off. You know, I think I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait, baby. Might as well stream straight through the noon show. I kind of want to, but because we're having a guest, I gotta put some real clothes on. I also have to take the dog out. I gotta do that. How about in TSD? You know what? Fuck it. Let's look at some TSDs, Gnome. Let's look at some TSDs for my boy Gnome. Let's go. Let's look at the commons. Let's look at Chop Shot Badgeroonies. And then let's go high to low. Let's see how much money Zakarian has lost this week. Let's play a game. All right, here we go. The LeBron is almost sub 3K. Steph is down under 1,800. You got Ja sub 1,500. Luka sub 1,250. Giannis 1,250. No one cares that Zion's skinny again. That's 815. Then we drop down to the Joker at 535. Tatum is at 450. Kawhi sub 450. Then it's Kyrie. From Kyrie, big drop to Harden down to 330. LaMelo, some reason, still staying a little bit strong in the 315 range. Jalen under 300. Anthony Edwards sub 300. Draymond Green. Then Dame is at 255. Vince Carter, Devin Booker. Let's just go. Let's see what sub 200. That's where the deals are, right? God, what a fucking bloodbath. All right, Terrence Davis, Terry Rozier, Chris Paul. Why is all right? Because Terry Rozier is up. No, Chris Paul's at 180. Terry Rozier is more expensive than Chris Paul right now. What in the living fuck? Evan Mobley 174. Chris Middleton, RJ Barrett's 170. Joel Embiid is 163. The thing with Embiid is just that there's a bunch of there's just way more of these, right? There's way more of these. So 163. Jamal Murray's at 160. I don't know if it's a good buy. I'm just excited that Jamal Murray's going to be back soon. Anyways, there we go. There's Jalen Green. There's some Jalen Green at sub 150. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I agree. Zion's the one that stands out to me. That's one that stays out to me. Rozier is the primary Hornets bottleneck. That's why. That's why it's a good buy, guys. Terry Rozier. I got to be careful with this hood. Jesus. That's why it's a good buy. You got to because you're going to boost their collector score. Like, who cares that Chris Paul is going to go down as the second best point guard or third best point guard of all time? Like Terry Rozier, though, that might get you a couple more boosty points. So that way you can get a couple. Tatum is usually around 600. Yeah, Tatum is usually the bellwether, right? We see if Tatum pumps, everybody pumps. That's usually how it goes. He's usually the first one. Oh, my God. All right, I need to get more coffee soon. We're over an hour, baby. Last call. Last call for you to say something wild for me to do. Just a reminder, we're back at noon. We're back at noon, and then we will cook again. Would you rather have 10 Mobleys or 1 Zion? Wow. That's a good question, Mike. I think I'd rather have 10 Mobleys. The thing is, no. I'd rather the Zion. There's only a few of them. There's only a few Zions, right? There's 4,000 Mobleys, but I do like Mobley. I like them both. Buy them both, bitch. Not yet. Show us your DMs with the judge. No, me and the judge are tight now, bro. Now it's just talking about super draft. Do a judge impression. The judge is the only person that has thicker eyebrows than I do in the world. The judge is just kind of like moving around a lot. See, like that's the thing. He's just moving around a lot. I'd need to listen to him talk a little bit before I would do an impression. But yeah. Opening packs tonight. Yeah, if we get those reward packs, I'll probably open those. Yeah, you can do Larry David fingers. There you go. Would you rather have 1 Zion-sized TJ McConnell or 1 TJ McConnell-sized Zion? The show is over.